Hello guys, I think this possibly could be the best. What if Gohan went to fairy tale? No, the future Gohan, not the little Gohan and all that. It's future. Future Gohan, fairy tale. Gohan X Urza Scarlet. That's the ship. The beginning age 766 of November. A young boy ran as fast as he could to get home on time to be by his father's side. The child's name is Son Gohan. Frantically sprinting to the aid of his bedridden father Son Goku. Hoping to make it in time. Ever since Goku came home after defeating Mecha Frieza and his father King Cold at age 764, our hero was enjoying peace in the planet Earth. No battles to wage and no one to seek domination. However, while Chi-Chi was cooking, Goku suddenly felt a pain in his chest as his heart was being ripped out of Goku. Chi-Chi was worried for her husband as well as knowing that Goku was not feeling too well, and so she called her good friend Bulma and the rest of the Z Warriors. Goku's whereabouts leading up to Gohan running back home. No one knew Goku had ended up with a mysterious heart disease that can kill even the most strongest in the universe. Future Gohan, panting as he ran leaping from pod to pod. Oolong, huh? Oh, it's Gohan. Puar, huh? Hurry, Gohan. We see Tien, Yamcha, Chaozu, Krillin, Piccolo, and Vegeta standing outside waiting for their friends and hero survived the disease while future Bulma was carrying and rocking a crying baby boy who was born. The baby's name was Trunks. Vegeta and Bulma convinced a child during the times to peace. Before Goku conjured up the heart disease, Gohan ran inside his home, opening his father's door, seeing Master Roshi, Gohan, grandfather, the Ox King, and his mother Chi-Chi, only to see his bedridden father asleep. He was no longer breathing. His chest did not rise and fall no more. The key was no longer there. Son Goku died once again. As Gohan stood there at the door, Ox King and Master Roshi were shocked to see one of the greatest fighters and protector fallen by hands of mysterious heart disease. Chi-Chi, Gohan, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, baby. He's gone, quietly sobs. Gohan hung his head down, his world shattered by the look of his father's death. He could not believe it. He couldn't believe that his father was dead, gone off the face of the earth. Future Gohan father. Voice began to break. Back outside, the Z Warriors began to feel Gohan ki fade away. Them as Bulma was wondering what happened to her close friend, hero to Earth. Krillin, Goku's ki, it's gone. He's gone, you guys. Voice crackling. He's gone. Piccolo, Tien, and Yamcha gasp in shock. Bulma. This is Bulma talking. Goku, knowing that Gohan and his mother were in the house, suffering from the loss of holding her baby boy Trunks. Vegeta, Kakarot, no. Stunned by the realization that his rival and Saiyan brethren was gone from the living. It was a day that the greatest fighter and the protector of Earth was gone from their eyes. And into the heavens above, knowing that he will always be there for them in spirit. However, that tranquility was a short-lived BGM 1217. 6 months later, on an island 9 miles south to the coast, May 10th, age 767, was the day everything changed for the young Saiyan hybrid. Two mysterious teens were killing all things in life, showing no remorse and no one to rein them. One of them was a young man wearing a black short-sleeved shirt and a white long sleeve. His hair was long but short and black. Be more denim jeans and has an orange scarf around his neck. Another teen was a female. She wore a blue denim jacket with a denim I can't say that. I'll just say denim skirt with leggings and boots. Her hair was blonde and her eyes were ocean sea blue, but without killing intent. There was a young man's eyes were black with a cruel sense of having fun as they targeted the humans. After Dr. Giro unleashed the two mysterious cyborgs, they began on a killing spree, killing Dr. Giro, their creator, first, holding no reins on them. They began to torture and torment the world, but coming to the aid and civilization and the human race, Piccolo, Tien, Krillin, Yamcha, Chaozu, even Vegeta joined the fight for fate of Earth, humanity, and survival. But it wasn't enough to stop the unbeatable cyborg. The first one was to fall by the hands of the one of the cyborgs was Piccolo. The Namekians were overwhelmed by a female cyborg, leading to suffer a devastating kick to Piccolo's midsection, causing the death of the Namekians, rendering Piccolo and the Guardian Earth Kami, as well as the Earth Dragon Balls, useless as stones. Next was a mighty Prince Saiyan Vegeta. They kept on kicking and punching. Vegeta was never a man to admit that he loved his somewhat estranged wife and his little boy ever since he came to Earth. But that's what changed him was the fact that Gohan needed to live and look after Bulma and Trunks, knowing that he too was going to die by the hands of the ruthless artificial cyborgs. He fought with that little to no strength to keep Bulma and his son alive, even though he was a Super Saiyan Majin. It was not enough to beat. It was a Super Saiyan Jin. I think he meant to say Super Saiyan. He said Super Saiyan Majin. It looked like a Majin, but it was Super Saiyan Jin. Next was Tien and Chaozu. They didn't even stand a chance against the duo, killing them with ease and not showing any amusement of them any longer, as if they were playing a game. A sadistic game to the world. Then it was Yamcha who fell by a ruthless artificial robot. Got kicked in the neck. Even Krillin felt cold hands of death by them as well. They threw a beam at Krillin's head. Both of the robots, the Z-Warriors, were no longer alive, leaving Gohan and the last Z-Warrior alone to watch over Bulma and Trunks. As time passed, Gohan, anger and sadness over his lost his friends began to trigger a new level of power he now began to tap into with raging shouts from the heavens. Gohan achieved it. It's like his father in Namek. Gohan had become a Super Saiyan. Why does he keep on saying Saiyajin? Over the 13 years, Gohan began battling the cyborgs and time after time, losing to them even though with his Super Saiyan transformation. Gohan took it up upon himself to fight for humanity in righting the world of these heartless monsters. And during the times Gohan was battling, Trunks was being trained and mentored by Gohan himself. Trunks wanted nothing more than to live in a world where cyborgs didn't exist. In this world, and where there will be no destruction, bloodshed, and death. Gohan as an adult. Gohan was now an adult, training Trunks in secretly from Trunks' mother Bulma in order to get back at the two cyborgs who caused this massive genocide of this futuristic world he, Trunks and Bulma lived in a world of destruction and death. Bulma wanted nothing but to figure out what she could do to help destroy the cyborgs and save the doomed world. There's Trunks, Gohan, and Bulma sitting on top of a mountain. Age 780. Future Gohan continued their training after their last encounter with a cyborg in Super World Amusement Park. Gohan and Trunks were able to survive, but this just left the older Saiyan hybrid losing his left arm during the bombing of the amusement park, saving Trunks. At the same time, Bulma and Trunks were able to heal Gohan injuries, but they couldn't get Gohan's arm destroyed. Future Gohan, darn it. What am I doing wrong? He spoke out of frustration and the fact that he wanted to go Super Saiyan like Gohan and Future Trunks and Fallen Father Vegeta. In Future Gohan universe, it was apocalyptic. Most of the Z fighters were killed 13 years ago. Gohan is the last remaining Z warrior to survive. Now with Bulma, the youngest son, Trunks, they were the only ones who can withstand the tyranny and the chaos of the two sinister androids. After they first attempt to get rid of the menacing duo, Gohan lost his left arm due to 18 bombing of Super World Amusement Park, resulting in the old Super hybrid not letting his brother Trunks fight alongside of him. But as they retreated from their defeat, Trunks and Gohan continued their training. Future Gohan, you just need to find the right motivation. That's all. Yeah, for me, it's simple. All I have to do is think about how the androids killed Piccolo and Krillin. Then I feel horribly hurt. And then the pain that turns into rage, it's maddening. I don't ever want it to happen again. Something that unfair and that suddenly the dam breaks. Gohan was laying on the desert hill along with Trunks, missing his left arm. His face had a scar similar to his fallen companion Yamcha. If you can see, it's right over there. Right over there. BGM M 1208. Boom bam, boom blam. What, you gotta be kidding me again. Future Gohan and Trunks see them Metroplex being destroyed. Future Trunks, the whole city. Damn those bastards. He gritted his teeth. Future Gohan, damn you androids. This is ridiculous. Those people didn't even had a chance. He gritted his teeth as well as the chaos of the androids are doing. This time you had it. Gohan screamed and his hair was golden yellow and his ki was gold as well. He transformed into a Super Saiyan once again. Future Trunks, Gohan, don't tell me. He looked at his friend and master. Future Hulk, Gohan, Trunk, look, whatever happens, you have to stay here, got it? He looked at Trunks knowing that his last hope of saving this apocalyptic future they are now living in. Future Trunks. No way, Gohan. I can't let you go down there by yourself. I won't be a burden to you, he argues with Gohan. Future Gohan, Trunks. Don't underestimate them, because I am a lot more vulnerable when you were with me. He looks at his pupil in a concerned look, and tone of his voice was serious as he was. Future Trunks, but I'm much stronger this time. Gohan, please let me go with you. He looks at Gohan knowing how badly he looked without usage of his left arm. Future Gohan, heh heh. All right, Trunks, you win. We'll try our way. Listen, go get those bastards. Bastards. He smiled at his pupil. Right. Trunks was ready to go down to the battlefield, but was struck in the back of his neck by Gohan. I'm sorry, Trunks, but for it right now, you are the last hope. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if you were to die, because there wouldn't be any more warriors left to defend Earth. This is my fight for now. Little brother, you're not quite ready yet. When you wake up and have the Saiyan abilities, I know for sure you'll destroy them. He still looks conscious, Future Trunks, and thought, I can tell them all, crying down there. That's why I have to go there alone. I hope you understand, Trunks. Before he flew off his battle, he said one last word to his friend and somewhere close brother. See you later, kid. To be continued. A fighter till the bitter end. Future Gohan's last stand. That was the first chapter. A fight to the bitter end. As Gohan was flying off to destroyed Pepper Town, he knew that he will certainly die against the two cyborgs. But he also knew that Trunks had the potential of him to become a Super Saiyan and protect the Earth. BGM 1308. Cyborg 17 and 18 continued their pack of destructions, and it was getting worse by the second. Well, looks like I'm gonna win this game, 18, shooting a ki blast at the destroyed buildings, hoping to lure out people to kill, while 18 was sitting there bored of the game and he wanted to shop. 18, ugh, come on, 17. Let's go home. This is getting boring. Shoots at a civilian trying to escape. As the android continues to destroy city and more lives of the people in Metroplex, Gohan decides to ambush one of the menacing androids. Super Saiyan Gohan standing in front of the cyborgs. BGM M1317 and BGM M1301. No, 18. Ha ha ha. No, 17. You look ridiculously. Ha ha ha. No, 18 was laughing at her future brother. No, 17, who came out of the rubble and debris from the amusement of destruction. No, 17 was quite at the entrance. You did back there, but that will cost you your life. And you trashed my favorite shirt, he said. I am menacing voice, but smiles. But enough about that son, Gohan. I can't believe that you're still alive. This is perfect. You can be our tiebreaker. The smirking of No 17 made future Gohan pissed off and the fact that he was one arm short due to the bombing at their first encounter at the Super World amusement park. This time we won't let you get away from us. This time we are gonna kill you with our full power now. She was behind Gohan. Gohan, I'm not going to die, even if this body is destroyed. There will be another one who carries out my last wish, and he will defeat you, artificial cyborgs for good. BGM M740. Immediately, Gohan uses his downburst to draw the cyborgs in confusion where he was. Gohan flew up in the air, making sure they would catch on to his plan. Not far behind, the cyborgs were chased to his futuristic Saiyan hero, who was surprised to see them catching up with him. 18 drew out her hands, throwing a ki blast at Gohan as well as her brother, 17. Gohan used his ki barrier to nullify the duo's attack. 18 would then rush to the hybrid, trying to strike at Gohan, but was deflected by Gohan's defense. However, he didn't have where 17 surprise attack, sending him down to the ground. Gohan recovered a bit, and began to somersault his way on the other side of the destroyed building and launched his one-handed Kamehameha wave. A and N, which will look like this. I can't show the pictures. Future Gohan was giving everything that he had in his body to defeat the cyborg or die trying. When the wave collided with 17 and 18 blast, Gohan was firing. Where is that? Was firing better than he has before. Gohan pushes his Kamehameha wave, sending and separating the two parts. Gohan leaped into an air to strike 17, but 17 got up. He grinned, setting a ki blast at him with Gohan deflecting it, only to receive a first fist to his face. Gohan managed to bring the fight to the cyborgs, throwing ki blast at 17, then 18, trying to catch him off guard. But Gohan was a step ahead of them as he vanished, landing on an elbow on 18's back while 17 was deflecting Gohan's attack, only to get blasted by the last ki blast. Gohan grabbed 18's leg, sending the beauty crashing down into a small destroyed buildings below. Clank. As the sound of metal fell and there stands down a man who will save his universe or die trying to save it. Gohan was standing tall, awaiting the two young cyborgs to fall, just like his friends did against them. However, they were beaten but not weakened. They knew Gohan was a threat to be taken seriously. With knowing full well Gohan's full potential and drive, 17 then wipes the blood from his face, thinking about how Gohan could last this long. Gohan goes full power, Saiyan level, knowing that this is all he can give. Pink lining surrounded the dolt hybrid, as the sun, despite as the garish dark clouds illuminate the sky. Rain began pouring down on the ground as the thunders struck through the air around the area. Future Gohan thinking, this is all I have. I have left to defeat the cyborgs. If this won't work, then it's all up to Trunks and Bulma's mother. I'll miss you. A golden key aura surrounds Gohan as the cyborgs walk up to the adult Saiyan hybrid, giving him a passing glance and nodding to one another. 17. This thunderstorm is perfect background for your demise. Future Gohan, there's no end for me. No end. I'll make sure that the future is safe, and riding the likes of you abominations is the only way for Earth and its people can live happily, making his final stand. 17 and 18 looked at Gohan, was determined to defeat them and get rid of them at once for all. But as Gohan was getting ready for round 2, 18 got behind 17 and it was the same maneuver they used to beat him back at the amusement park, the Ansel dance. M131-1. Without realizing it, Gohan disappeared and landed a swiftly roundhouse kick. Up to 17 was sidetracked by 18 punch to his face. Gohan had to keep up with the defense, making the cyborgs fight him more seriously than before. Gohan was overwhelmed by the duo's endless attack, causing Gohan to trip on his feet and soar into the sky to gain ground against them. As 17 was closing on Gohan, they shot a ki blast at the building, making a smoke screen to temporarily make Gohan lose sight and become vulnerable by the next assault. Future Gohan, shielding his eyes, but was shoulder tackled by the cyborgs, making him hit the building on his back. Oh, that was my back. Let me see how long I've been. Okay, 27 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, now let's go to the other one. As 17 and 18 regrouped, they launched a full-scale assault on the futuristic Saiyan hybrid with ki blast, making sure Gohan had nowhere else to escape from them. The screams of Gohan could be heard far away from the cyborgs. Continued the assault on him. Future Gohan. Screaming continues as it echoes. Son Gohan was no more. He was dead, lifeless on the cold ground as the rain hardened. Trunks eventually woke up and wondering why did Gohan had to go alone. As the teen began to search for his master and best friend, he saw the sight that was beyond belief and utter shock. Trunks. Gohan, no! Keep walking down the street where his fallen master and his best friend is laying there cold, lifeless, and no will to get back up. Trunks then turned into a Super Saiyan. Trunks, you were my best friend. Why did you go, Gohan? I needed you. You were like a brother to me. You trained me, and now couldn't find the word to explain. Trunks tries to shake his master and friend up, but as we know, Gohan was no longer in the living world. Trunks cried his heart out, overwhelmed by the fact that his master and best friend was dead, thanks to the ruthless artificial cyborg. The rain poured as Trunks' tear was falling out of his face, his fist clenched in his hand, making it bleed. In his and his cry for vengeance and might shot up. Trunks felt an indescribable pain and rage within himself, causing his lavender hair to rise up and began to turn golden yellow, and his eyes were no longer the blue normal eyes. His eyes were teal green, sending a wave of anger and sadness, just like Gohan said. Trunks had become a Super Saiyan as the cries of Trunks echoes and the fist slammed down on the ground, making a small crater around him as his knees were down in the loss of his master and best friend Gohan. To be continued. Ooh, this is a good one.
Where you going? 光全部集めて君の明日照らすよ
I'm not gonna put all of it, but I'm gonna try my best. Resurrection in the New World. Welcome to Magnologia, Gohan. And times loneliness and fear. These were not emotions that were coursing through Gohan's mind after his death in the hands of the cyborg. 1718, he was thrown into a black space. Future Gohan, so this is death, huh? Remember the fight against the cyborg leading to his ultimately death. Well, now I know how Dad felt when he died. Gohan had been a lonely boy since he was 9. When his dad died as a result of a heart disease. A year later, Cyborg attacked all of his father friends who gave their lives to trying to stop them. 10 years of training and fighting, leading to Gohan to achieve transformation known as a Super Saiyan. But it wasn't enough of an advantage, as usually when thinking of his never-ending battle with the cyborgs. He reached over to feel a stump on his left arm, only to realize it was in fact no longer a stump. Huh? Future Gohan, huh? My back, it's back. My arm, it's back. So, then I really must be gone, sigh. This is what I am really not getting. Like, seriously. If Gohan could have, if he trained for 10 years, couldn't he have just gotten stronger? Like, he could have achieved Super Saiyan 2. Or I might be tripping, I don't know. Staring at the black, empty space, he sighed. His thoughts turned into the young accompanying Trunks. His greatest regret is that Trunks would feel the same loneliness he felt lost in this thoughts. It wasn't until the last moment he noticed a light that was getting brighter by the second. The city of Magnologia, country of Fiori, Ishigar, Earthland, Universe 6, July 4th, X784. He was suddenly laying on a street full of people with loud voices calling him, Natsu, oi, wake up, you fool, shaking the young old man up. Future Gohan, groaning, opened his eyes to see a pink-haired guy around 17-year-old. He was wearing sleeves, gold-trimmed back, black waistcoat which had opened and showed his bare torso. He was also wearing knees, torso as a thick black wristband on his left wrist, black open sandals and skate pattern scarf around his neck. Looked at the boy and tried to get up, but only managed to rise up to a sitting position. I'm not gonna end this night. I need to go use the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. My head is kind of hurting. Okay, now where was I again? I was in Gohan. Meeting Natsu. Future Gohan. Okay, let's continue. Future Gohan, where am I? What is this place and who are you? In a harsh tone of voice. Natsu looked at the man in front of him. He looked around his early 20s and wore what might have been training uniforms of sorts. But now the only thing covering the guy's body was a blue undershirt. Tattered orange pants and worn boots at first. Natsu had thought the man to be drunk and bum. To fall upon the closer inspection, he began to reforming the idea. He was a tall, stern, and a muscular man who didn't smell of alcohol at all. He had quite a few scratches and bruises as well as a scar that ran across the left side on his face. He had a look of something as known how to handle himself, not a bum then, but a fighter, maybe even a mage. Not well, for starters, we're in the Fiore. More specifically, the city of Magnolia. As for who I am Natsu Dragoneel, the Fire Dragon Slayer. Gohan stared at Natsu confusedly. Preacher Gohan, Fire Dragon Slayer? What's that? His ki enormous. Just what is this place and what is the world is a mage? What in the world is a mage? Naruto's eyes widened from Gohan's question. Natsu started laughing and stopped. You never heard of Kano? Kano Metsuri Maho? Where are you from? Asking the Saiyan hybrid. Future Gohan, should I tell him that I am the son of my dad's son Goku and Gohan mine? There's a lot of questions. He never heard of Fiore or Magnolia. And after spending the last 10 years defending humanity from the androids, had a good working knowledge of pretty much every remaining city on the planet. Wait. Okay, let's continue. Much every remaining city on this planet. With his key sensing skill, he could feel the life force of large groups of people or a powerful individual. Stretching out his senses, he couldn't find any familiar energy signatures, pocket of survivors or people like Master Roshi and his student Trunks. He instead found plenty of signatures that were significantly stronger than the average human, but not as powerful as any of the Z fighters. This place felt different, alien compared to home. The only time Gohan had ever felt this way was when he traveled to Namek as a boy. His father had told him the story as a boy about other worlds in Hollow and Kinyama, never anything about dragon slayers with pink hair. Preacher Gohan, I'm not in my world, but I'm not in the other world. Then where the hell am I? With all these confusing thoughts racing through his mind, he blurted out the only thing that he knew for sure. Hono no Metsuru Maho means Fire Dragon Slayer magic. Natsu, yup, I am looking for Igna Fire Dragon. Gohan narrowed his eyes slightly. Gohan to slay him, thinking he started to understand the youth in front of him. What? No, Natsu. No, what? No, of course not. How could I ever think of that? Looking both terrified and looking to defuse the situation, notices a weird red mark on Natsu's right shoulder, so he pointed it out and spoke again. Preacher Gohan, what's that mark on your shoulder, Natsu-san? You don't know the fairy tale, Naruto? I am sorry for you. I need to go back to where I was. I was checking what Natsu's stuff was. I forgot how he looked like. Okay, Natsu looked at where Gohan pointed and smirked. Natsu, this is a symbol of the guild I belong to, Fairy Tail. We're the #1 strongest guild in all Fury. If you don't know what Fairy Tail is, let me show you. Fairy Tail is a extremely good show. It's about friendship and love, you could say. It's about a guild of a lot of people, strong people. There's Lucy, Urza, Happy, and Happy's a cat. Urza Scarlet is a ship here. So let me show you how she looks like. Urza. I don't want to get demonetized, so I'm not going to show anything bad. She used to be a dragon. Where is it again? This is what Urza looks like. Please do not demonetize me. Okay, that's what Urza looks like. Okay. Natsu and Gray. Natsu is a fire dragon slayer. He can shoot fire, as y'all know. I'm not going to spoil any more here. And this has spoilers. Not from the anime, if you haven't watched it. It seemed that talking about his beloved guild distracted him from the thought of attacking Igneo. Now that got Gohan's attention, so this place is Fairy Tail. Seemed like it has a full of powerful individual that also use magic. Gohan could feel a significant amount of power within Natsu. Not enough to compare to the androids, but far more power than the average human. The power he felt different than anything he sensed. It's almost like little ki, but closer to what it feels like to when Piccolo would materialize closing out of thin air. Or Mr. Popo could fly on his magic carpet. Gohan figured out that he had two options, to either go with Natsu or to that place and see if he could find the answer to his problems, or he could try to find the answer on his own. Injured, starving, and wearing tattered rags, sighing. He looked at Natsu again and replied to Natsu. Okay, this is future Gohan talking. All right, Natsu, I'm in. I would like to join your guild, please. Giving the fire dragon slayer his sun smile. Natsu nodded and motioned for him to follow, and so Gohan followed him. They were soon standing in front of an imposing building consisting of 3 floors and incorporation several I can't say that word. Technical artists, I guess. Fairy Tail Guild. Let me show you how the Fairy Tail Guild looks like. This is the best that I could find. Fairy Tail Guild. It looks good. I mean, that is one. This is Fairy Tail. They have all of them. That's the Light Dragon Slayer. That's Natsu's brother, Urza. This is Urza. And I can't see Mary Jane. I forgot her name. This is Lucy. This is Natsu. And this is Jalal. This is Loxus. This is one of the Sword 7 Saints, I guess. And this is Loxus. This is Loxus, but wearing a hoodie. And this is, I forgot the guy. He had a rock thing. That's all I can remember. And this is the Dark Magic Slayer. And this is Mary Jane. She has the power to turn into any devil. Okay, this is where I'm reading it. Fairy Tale. Okay. Okay, let me see where I was again. Reach each floor smaller than one below. It was sitting on a ladder roof. The roofs also bore great resemblance to those a real pagoda, consisting of extremely long and arched tiles lined up one after the other and possessing simple curved protrusions just jutting upwards on a simple and building angles. Smiling, Natsu practically kicked the door open and stormed in. Gohan looked around and entered slowly and overwhelmed by the amount of positive energy he felt coming out from all over these people. Smirking, he chuckled before asking Natsu, "Future Gohan, hey Natsu, how exactly could I join this? How exactly do I join?" Interest and excitement were clear in his voice, so Natsu smirked and told him, if you wanted to join, then you needed to ask Master Makarov Dreyer. If he allowed it, then welcome to Fairy Tale. As the two began, where was I again? As the two began their journey to Fairy Tale, Gohan was reluctant to meet the master of the guild. So who is this Makarov? I can't say that. He looked around this building while sensing his life energy of those around him. Yep, this is definitely the place I sensed earlier. Master Makarov. Is someone looking for me? Gohan looks at the small old man. Future Gohan. Gomensai. I didn't see you down there. The old man waved at us and with a laugh of his own and spoke again. Master Makarov, don't worry about it. I heard that you want to become a part of a guild, right? Future Gohan, hi! Gohan nodded as he looked at the old man, taking in a very detail he could. The old man had black eyes with growing bald, since if the outer rims of his head were right, it considered they were only a part of had actual hair. He was dressed in actual manner, which consists of white shirt with black fairy tale stamp on the middle, which covered by an orange hoodie. His attire was completed with a matching orange shorts and orange and blue stripes, designed gesture that the man reminded Gohan a bit of Master Roshi, even though Roshi wasn't that short. Meanwhile, Makarov also was sizing Gohan up. There was an critic look on the old man's eyes as he walked around inspecting the young man in tattered clothes. So tell me, young one, what kind of magic do you use? Gohan decided to come clean off, where he's knowing full well that he doesn't have any magic ability. Future Gohan, to be honest, Master, I don't have magic. My power is based on ki. Master Makarov, ki, as in your life force? My boy, ki is something you should not play around with it. It might kill you. Worried look on his face. Future Gohan, don't worry. I know how to train my ki. I've trained it in hardness when I was 5 years old. Master Minecraft, my word, you trained it while using it when you were 5 years old? Amazing. You may even be an S rank mage if you want to. So tell me, young one, what is your name? Future Gohan gulps. My name is Son Gohan. I am the son of the greatest fighter and the protector of Earth. Son Goku is my father's. Wonders what the reaction will Makarov will have to explain who he is. After that, Makarov's son Goku almost cursed, causing the guild to look at him and Gohan. Ahem. Come with me, child. You can explain everything to me. Takes Gohan to the office and leaving. Natsu and Mira too talk about the mysterious stranger. Mira Jane. Natsu, who is that and where did he come from? Looks at the Dragon Slayer. Natsu beats me. I just found him on the road wearing some type of orange gi or the undershirt. He has a scar on his left side of his face. It's pretty weird, Mira. Back in the office. Master Roshi, please explain to me how you came here, my son. Passive look in the eyes. Future Gohan, okay. Where I come from is a different part of Earth, just not like your Earth. My Earth was once peaceful and alive, but during those times of peace, many enemies have tried to control over Earth. My dad's son Goku is the Earth savior, along with with my friends. Piccolo, Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, Chosu himself, and Vegeta. Fought against many powerful adversaries. However, my father suffered a mysterious heart disease that shook me to my core as well as the others. 6 months later, on an island 9 miles from the city, two mysterious artificial cyborgs were destroying everything in sight. My friends and I were the only thing left of humanity. But it wasn't enough. As Gohan explained to Marka about the cyborgs killing his friend, being the only one to protect Trunks and Bulma and humanity, and leading him to his death against the cyborgs. Makra was saddened to hear from the Sand Harbor to be on his own, dying from his friend and loved ones. Let me check up something. I am shocked. How does Makra know that? Oh, right now, I just wish I'm not in school. My head hurts a lot. And I'm practically gonna be a babysitter. Okay, Master Macro, Gohan. This is the next after I said the loved one dying, his friends like that. Master Macro is talking. Gohan, whatever happened to your world? I know that your pupil is doing everything he can to protect your world you loved, placing a hand on Gohan's shoulders. After the talk with Master Macro, Future Gohan came out and see Mira and Natsu and happy look at the futuristic Saiyan hybrid with interest. Ah, jeez, my head hurts. Let me drink some water. Dehydrated a lot. Oh, it's 6:49. Wow, I never knew I could read that fast. Or read that much. My head just hurts to the point where everything just feels going slow. As Gohan explained to Makra already said that, after a talk with... Okay, I already said that. Master Makra, my children, we're welcoming our newest member of the Fairy Guild. We're of the Fairy Tale Guild. Son Goku, Mira, and Gohan a Fairy Tale Guild mark. To know that he is one of us. Also, Gohan, I know you cherish that uniform that you wear. I think it's best if you give it to the others to repair the damages you sustained. Lucy will gladly help you pick out new outfits until your old ones will be good as new. Smiles at Gohan. Future Gohan, thank you, Master Makarot. I owe you big time. Thanks towards the barmaid Mira. Mira, hello there, Gohan. My name is Mira Jane. I'm so sorry, that's disgusting. I don't like burping. My name is Mira Jane Strayus, but you can call me Mira for short. Give Gohan a cute smile to him. Future Gohan, likewise, Mira-san. I would like my guild mark to be on my right shoulder, and it to be colored by orange. And its color to be orange. It gives her a stunned smile to Mira, which causes her to blush a bit. Mira thinking, Gohan-kun is cute, is very cute. Even with that smile, I might have a small crush on him. Stumps Gohan right arm with the fairy tale guild as it glowed orange. Future Gohan, thanks, Mira-san. Now then, may I have something to eat, Master Makara? Gohan's stomach growling in hunger. Master Makara, of course, Mira. You got any? Yeah, Mira, yes, Master Makara. Turns to Gohan. Now, what would you like to eat? Future Gohan, everything on the menu, if you please. Smiles at Sun smile, a sun smile. So we see Gohan eating a lot. Everything. Is this guy bottomless pit? Whoever he is, he must be a strong mate to eat a lot of food in one setting. As Mira bought every food down known to Gohan, Natsu was smiling, knowing that he had a new friend in Magnolia. But as Gohan was eating, another boy with blue hair was in the face of Natsu, gray. This is how gray looks like. He has that from the being a demon, I think that's what it says. I'm not entirely sure. That is just my lights. Oi boy, oi blowtorch. Who's the new guy? Natsu, for your information, ice cream. That's Gohan. I found him lying on the street, Magnolia, and now he's a member of a guild. Is that so? By the way, who are you calling ice cream? Ash for brains. Let me check if they're still recording. And how long am I? Oh, you want to go, Ice Princess? Anytime, Dragon Breath. Future Gohan. Mira, do they always do this every time? Looks at the pyramid and sensing that she is hiding a dark past about her life, thinking she's hiding a deep sadness in her heart. I don't know what it is, but surely try to help her in any way I can.
I don't know, cause I'm stepping on my toes, but I don't stop.
Okay, now. Mira, yeah, they do this every day when Natsu returns from a job. Happy. Hey, Natsu and Gray have already a friendly rival ever since they were little. Are you Natsu's friend? The flying blue cat with wings was curious at the futuristic Saiyan hybrid. My neck. Future gonna, yeah. And you remind me of another flying cat that can tell. Happy, huh? There are no cat that can use magic. Teacher Gohan, no, the cat can shapeshift into anything he could. People too. Mira, really? That's amazing, Gohan-kun. Blushing after what she said. I mean, Gohan-san. Future Gohan chuckling. As Gohan was in Magnologia with Happy, Natsu, and another new friend of Tail, a new fairy tale member, Lucy Heartfilia. They all went to go to clothes shopping for Gohan. Gohan asked the celestial mage to find him an outfit that he can move around without being fancy and flashy. Luckily, Lucy found a perfect outfit for Gohan to wear until his gi. Goku's standard gi from the Saiyan and Namek saga is fixed up and possibly have a few more spare for time being. Future Gohan, Lucy, this is amazing. This fits perfectly. Gohan, now wear the same similar Goku gi from the Cell and Majin saga. Why, thank you, Gohan-san. Smiling at her new partner. along with Natsu happy. Natsu, really cool, Gohan, by the way. What's up with those kanjis? And what do they represent? Curiously, was a favor of the fire dragon slayer. The Hanji on his back was replaced by his father, Kanji. That being Go. He always looked up to his father, and wearing his old kanji might give him the strength he need. Gohan, oh, this is one you saw me? Meant my name, Gohan. And the one I replaced just now means wisdom or enlightenment, because it reminds me of my family. He began to smile, knowing that his father and friends were watching from other worlds, smiling down on him. Lucy, you really miss your family, don't you, Gohan-san? Future Gohan, thinking more than you will ever know, tries to not let his past get to him. Anyway, let's go back to it. I could use a bite. Natsu and Happy. Hey! Lucy, those three chuckling and joins them, heading back to the guild. To be continued. Bulma, I'm gonna fuck that. This comment was maybe very offensive. I'm reading comments from the video. Now, the king of saddest. The only reason why Gohan was protecting Bulma because he was fucking her as Trunks was a kid. Kept it a secret. He was, I can't say that word. Now I got another Gohan, you know my father, King of Salt. Michael, I know him. My boy was a guild growing up, and when he got married to your mother, who was like Urza's, was trained by my friend Roshi. You knew Master Roshi? Oh, yeah. While growing up. I don't know what he means. I'm just reading comments. I don't know what he means. Okay. How many are there? Jeez. Choosh. I am so shocked. I've only read about 1, 2, 3 of them. 3. And there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, shit. I'm not reading all of this. My first job, Return of the Titan. I'm not going past